Hey, Bill. We got something to tell you, buddy. You get what you vote for. And then you bring the View host on. Oh, boy. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. But hey, you see the title? Let's go and jump straight into this one, man. I hope everybody is blessed, well, healthy, and that nothing but the best is going on in all you beautiful people's life. I couldn't wait to check this one out for my brother Doug, man. Make sure y'all go show him some love. Link in the description box down below. But oh boy, let's jump straight in, man. And y'all know Doug loves our channel. We love him, man. And we've been getting so much love lately, man. It's a blessing from other huge, big time creators. So many amazing, beautiful people around the world, man, around the globe. It's insane, y'all. And if you go look in our community tab, it's popping in there, man. We've gotten to put together a huge collages of pictures of patriots that got in their hats. We're doing polls that are being sent out everywhere. It's amazing, man. So we're getting more active in the community tab. And we're going to continue to spread the love to one another, man. One love, you guys. I encourage y'all to spread that as we go through these dark, crazy times, man. And make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a video. We got a lot of big things coming up, and this truck is running good. But I tell you, put your seatbelt on because there's a recall on the truck from 1995 that the airbags might not deploy. I never got the recall fixed. Just saying, I gave you a warning now. But we riding Patriots windows down because the AC unit does not work.
Has all kinds of guests on, some of my favorite people in the world and some of my least favorite. Bill Maher has all kinds of guests on, some of my favorite people in the world and some of my least favorite people in the world. In this case, Navarro from The View. I know you guys are used to seeing her over on
The Spew. I got my bag, dude. I got it ready. Telling you, you're not a true patriot if you don't keep your bags now. Yeah, every time I know when y'all watch the spews, when it comes up on here, so hopefully he doesn't play any clips from the spew. Hopefully that, you know, we don't know how the show's still on air. I know a lot of y'all are waiting for that headline to hit everywhere that the show is no longer. But look, you know who it's on? Home by ABC, Disney. It ain't going nowhere. You know. The wokeness. If you know what I'm talking about, you know. If you know, you know.
On ABC, but now she's over on Bill Maher and still ends up being totally confused on Israel as far as the moral integrity of the people who are protesting Israel and protesting Israel fighting back against Hamas, one of America's greatest enemies of all time. And the left is upset that Israel is going to righteously fight them. And then Navarro, who knows that Israel has a right to go after them, but then she has to still be a good Democrat and play the left. Welcome to Doug in Exile. As we watch the Democrat, these are all leftists completely falling apart. That makes me happy to see the other side divided. I, of course, want to welcome them all to come over and join us here in Exile, where the happy patriots are. Here's Bill Maher.
Painted on the statue, Death to America, of course, with 3 Ks.
Now, this is the statue of Lafayette that had protesters crawl up it, spray paint, basically graffiti it with Death to America. These are Palestinian protesters. They keep saying they're peaceful. They're mostly peaceful. But I mean, if that's not a symbol of hate, Death to America with a KKK, instead of the C in America, then that statement of hate speech, it has no meaning, anymore. They're doing it in Washington, D.C., where our government meets, and there's no talk of bringing in National Guard. Remember, after the last election, they brought in 50,000 National Guardsmen to walk the streets. We actually went to Washington, D.C. to visit it 4 years ago and saw the razor wire still up. It was ridiculous.
Death to Israel, death to Zion. I got a question. How come it's okay for the left to hate the Jews? Because obviously, if this was the people at Charlottesville who were doing this, wouldn't there be a bigger outcry?
Remember, we heard all about the people in Charlottesville. These were like, I think, maximum 300 protesters at the most. Guys marching with their little tiki torches and had their middle-aged shirts on, whatever. Oh, and the press went nuts. This is the greatest threat to America. The Spencer guy and all these Nick Fuentes. That was Biden's, remember the big, the kind of the Russian propaganda looking speech with the big red lights up behind him. And he goes, the greatest threat to America right now, mega MAGA Republicans, the mega MAGA people, implying that they had a race problem. The kinds of people they cover up for now are people who despise Jews on the left. And Bill Maher is just seeing it going, this doesn't make sense. So I kind of like Bill Maher on this one, but they don't know how to properly, he's going to vote for this party. So I don't get him at all.
I don't think that's an apples to apple type of comparison, because look, I think what's driving a lot of these protests, a lot of them might be uninformed. Like I said, I don't agree with a lot of what's being done.
This bugs me because she goes back and says that's not an apples and apples comparison, the ones in Charlottesville with these Palestinian students. Just imagine if the press or Navarro ever gave them the same excuse. They're just uninformed. They're just young. She gives them all of this credit. And that is what I think Bill Maher looks at that and goes, the left is screwed. If that's our argument, if what Navarro says is our defense, they know exactly what they're doing. In fact, those protest students, they're at a university. They're at Harvard. They're at Columbia. They're probably the most educated on the subject. And they are the most hateful. And the left has to own that. This is on you, okay? You're going to put three.
What's the name? Just let them free. Oh, go do it again. Yeah. That's what we do here on the left. Just go do it again. Do it, yeah. Yeah, do it, Matt. And then next time you do it proudly. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But you get what you vote for. And hey, there's criminals walking around. They're smiling, laughing, giggling. Yeah. First one to scream democracy. Yeah. Oh, boy. Constitutional Republic.
100 little Charlotte protesters who were for Trump, and Trump said some of them, there's good people on both sides. And remember, he was just excoriated over and over again, even though he didn't even imply that they were good. The left went nuts. The left should be going nuts on Navarro and Bill Maher, just for not even going far enough. But at least Bill Maher is about 10 steps ahead of Navarro. Watch this.
But people are forgetting that this started because of what happened on October 7th.
First of all, she is also giving them an out by saying people are forgetting. This started on October 7th, the attack when Hamas did the air glider thing and went into Israel, targeted only civilians, mostly women and children, took hostages. And she goes, what people don't realize is this. No, they realize it. Those students know it. And they love it, and they cover it up. So don't give those protesters a pass. They remember better than you. They're better educated on the subject than you. They're just more hateful than you. And you will still vote for that party that is supporting them.
And people are forgetting that there is an administration in the White House right now that is every day trying to figure out a solution to this.
Yeah, how are they doing? Everybody feel comfortable with how Biden is handling? You know what they're doing? He's going over and he's attacking Netanyahu, trying to make him lose his election. Hey, rest assured, guys, the administration's working on it. How you guys feel about how Biden is looking these days? How does Biden look working on this thing? Does that bring you confidence? Why in the world would Jewish voters, or anyone pro-Israel for that matter, or anyone who even thought Israel should exist another 4 years, why they would vote for the left is beyond me. This is like a level of ignorance where you're actually immoral, you're so dumb.
And things would be far worse without Anthony Blinken, who's, I think, aged 20 years.
Worse than what? Worse than giving up Afghanistan, giving all of our equipment to the Taliban, giving it to terrorists, $80 billion worth of equipment. How could it even be worse with China disrespecting Blinken to his face? It's a puppet show. And that's what she has to do to cope and survive and exist as a Democrat. She has to make these excuses to herself.
Going out there on a daily basis trying to get a peace agreement, a truce.
But yay, they're going to get peace. Biden is going to get peace. This has been a disaster. This has been an unmitigated disaster for Israel and what Biden has done to destabilize that region, because weakness invites this stuff.
It's very horrifying. And I'm not defending anyone's actions. But what these college kids are doing that we're excusing because they don't know what they're talking about, as if a Yale education isn't better than whatever's happening for these tiki torch IT guys who are in Charlottesville.
These are probably some of the most educated people. This is a choice, he's saying. They're turning on Navarro, who is the worst guest ever on Bill Maher.
They know what they're doing and they know what they're saying. And we think it's cute because they don't look threatening, because they're like comparative lit majors at Yale, but they have way more power than the people in Charlottesville.
And that's the main point that I like. You know, the Charlottesville people are just dismissed as rednecks and weirdos, you know, pool cleaners, uneducated. First of all, there's 100 times more across all these campuses across the United States, and they are being dismissed and forgiven, even though they're way more educated, way more evil, and more powerful. These are the elites. These people are going to get their loans forgiven by Biden for their comparative lit major. This is what is wrong with the left. They don't have a value or a principle. Watch them. They're still trying to grasp something to hold on to.
These are people who are going to
I think it's just because it's coming from the left. Everything is team sports now.
That's right. Bill Maher nails it. It's simply because they're on the left, they get a pass. This is the two-tiered moral system now. If it was on the right, it would be the end of the world. But because it's on the left.
If the people in Charlottesville who were chanting Jews won't replace us, I mean, that's bad. It's not as bad as death, too. I think that's not deplorable.
It's absolutely deplorable.
Yeah, it's absolutely deplorable, and your side did it. This goes back to the same thing. Which is worse, stopping a woman's health care or stopping that other thing that Planned Parenthood is trying to stop? You know, they never do their own comparative morality. Bill Maher's great on this.
Okay, well, if one side is deplorables and the other side does something that's, I mean, if I was a Holocaust survivor, and I guess there's not many of those left, but if I was, I would choose Jews will not replace us over death to Zionists.
And yet, when you vote, guess which party you're going to vote for? Are you going to vote Democrats and Jews? Are you going to vote for the Death to Jews party? I'm Doug. In it.
Shout out to my brother Doug, man. It's in the pudding. It is in the pudding. You know, but Bill has been humiliated by plenty of white right-wing guests. Again, knows very little, you know. But boy, are you still with Trump? Are you going with the so-called convicted felon? Let me know in the comments down below. I love you guys, man. Are you ready to crack open a cold one in November? Because I'm ready, you guys. Comment down below if you're ready to crack open a cold one in November, man. And hey, I'm wishing not only the best for you guys, man, but your family, your kids, the future, the youth, the next generation, man. And what we've seen take place, it's just been a complete show, a circus, man. Just being honest, you know. And as you can see, more news hits the fan every single day. You know, nothing's being done. Tons of people need to be held accountable. As you can see, didn't Alvin Bragg yesterday when he went viral, and he's facing all this backlash for just dropping everything. Oh, you're free, go do it again. You know, that's what they do down there. Yeah, I'll go do it again. And go do it with some pride next time. Yeah. Go out there. As a matter of fact, when you get done, go inside this store and steal me one of those sparkling waters and one of those Snicker bars while you're at it. As a matter of fact, a bag of Skittles too. Yeah. Appreciate you. Unbelievable. Let me know what y'all think, man. Comment down below. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new here. We got amazing videos dropping every single day, and we're going to continue to keep it real, y'all. I love you guys, and I will catch y'all in the next one, man. And we encourage everybody to go out and vote. It will be here before you know it. And hey, the convention's coming up, the debate is coming up. I hope y'all are ready, because it's going to get real spicy.